My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field. Score on the opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
and not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Baron Browning just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Denver offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Hurts throw complete there to Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with a 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Browning picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aaron Browning getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Pushing his way through. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the eight ball.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. McManus now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
57, Mike, 57.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
McManus's point after is good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coach.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Welcome back now to Denver. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it is 42-0.
42, Colts, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second and 11. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real jumps for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Three yards remain for second down. They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.